What's up, everybody? It is episode 4 of Make Things, which is a weekly podcast about me reconnecting with my creativity without the pressure of profit. My name is Chris Herring, a fashion designer, educator, a DJ, producing enthusiast, and also a new homeowner. And I'm just documenting my journey through my everyday, every week life as a multi-hyphenate creative with a lot of interest and sometimes little direction. So last week in episode 3, I was documenting my journey, my background as a fashion designer, how I got into the fashion tech industry, and then also learning a new software. So I'm still in the middle of training on that, but last week has been pretty busy, and I'm going to be okay with the fact that I did not finish the training yet. I still have time to get through it. But I've also started a remodel of my kitchen. So I have a mid-century modern style bungalow, one level. It was built about 50 years ago. And so I want to keep the integrity of the home. It has dark oak wood in the kitchen, the cabinets. So I wanted to keep the dark oak wood, but then brighten it up a little bit. I really love a natural color palette. So a lot of burnt oranges, some olive, and then some just tonal beige and white. I really love that color palette. And then having vintage mid-century light fixtures. So I've been able to update that. But right now I'm focused on the kitchen. So once I'm done with that, we'll see how it goes. And then also we'll get back to design next week because there's no pressure and there's no rush. But because it's Black History Month, I do love to pay homage to the people who have paved the way, especially for me coming up in this industry. I know that it's not easy. If I have worked extremely hard to get to a place in my career where I felt like the work should speak for itself, but you're still fighting. You're still fighting to be heard and to be respected. And it can be difficult sometimes. You feel like you're fighting an uphill battle. So I just want to say the younger designers to even designers who have been in the industry for a while and you feel frustrated or stuck, I see you. I feel you. You're not crazy. But believe in your talent. Never stop creating. You were given this gift for a reason. Please utilize it. So I just want to talk about some of the designers that have paved the way for us to be able to do what we do. The first being Karl Kani. He just created Coco Jones' iconic 2026 Super Bowl look for her performance of Lift Every Voice and Sing. It was inspired by Whitney Houston's iconic 1991 Super Bowl look. They reimagined that look with a remix that honors the past while giving it a fashion-forward remix. I loved it. Thought it was beautiful. So shout out to Karl Kani. Karl Kani said that they were overwhelmed, that they could have gone with any designer in the world, Gucci, Fendi, Prada, but they came to Karl Kani. So shout outs to them. Shout outs to the team, Coco Jones. Happy Black History Month, y'all did that. And then the second designer, yes. Okay, so the second designer, Paul Tazewell. Oh, Paul Tazewell is, a Virgo. Hello, Virgo. Virgo twin. Paul Tazewell is, here we go. I love this look with Janelle Monáe. Okay, so Paul Tazewell has made history as the first Black man to win the Academy Award for Best Costume Design. Adds that to Tony and Emmy wins that underscore a career that has been defined by craft, vision, and cultural impact. The Costumes of Paul Tazewell is an exhibit that opens in Chicago. I think it opens, okay. Costumes of Paul Tazewell is an exhibit that opened January 19th and it runs until September 7th, 2026 at the Griffin Museum of Science and Industry. I cannot wait to see this. It offers an immersive look at the designer's groundbreaking work across theater, film, and television, from Wicked, Hamilton, and West Side Story to iconic red carpet moments. That one with Janelle Monáe in the Tom Brown. Oh, mwah, perfect. It's narrated by Tazewell himself. The exhibition traces process and imagination through original costume sketching and behind the scenes material. Highlights include Glenda's pink bubble dress, the Schuler sisters' winter ball gowns, Anita's yellow dress, King George's royal regalia, Elphaba's Emerald City look, and Janelle Monáe's time-traveling dandy Met Gala ensemble. I might cry when I see this. I might cry. Oh, I cannot wait. And now I just want to do a quick run through of a few influential Black designers who have shaped American fashion, because Black history is American history. I've always wondered what American luxury fashion could have been if these names and brands were as regarded and invested into as a Coco Chanel, as a Gucci or Louis Vuitton or Ralph Lauren or Calvin Klein. The talent was definitely there. So I created this short list. It's not all of the full list, but a short list of designers you may or may not have known, but who were influential in shaping our fashion history. Elizabeth Heckley, a freed slave and the first Black designer in the White House. Elizabeth Heckley was a successful designer, seamstress, author, and activist. Heckley found most of her work with society women by word-of-mouth recommendations. Years later, she served as head of the Department of Sewing and Domestic Science at Wilberforce University. Best known for being the first Black designer in the White House, as sole designer and creator of Mary Todd Lincoln's event wardrobe. Ann Lowe, referred to by the Saturday Evening Post as society's best-kept secret, Ann Lowe was the wealthy elite's go-to for her one-of-a-kind pieces, fine handwork, signature flowers. She is best known for designing Jacqueline's silk taffeta wedding dress worn when she married John F. Kennedy. Zelda Wynn Valdez, a designer and boutique owner, was a popular designer for her sexy signature low-cut, body-hugging gowns worn and adorned by celebrities such as Josephine Baker, Carol Dorothy Dandridge, Ruby Dee, and Eartha Kitt, to name a few. She was the first Black person to own a boutique, Zelda, on Broadway in Manhattan, and creator of the infamous Playboy bunny suit, the first commercial uniform to be registered by the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office. Mildred Blount was widely recognized as a leading millionaire in the 30s and 40s, adorned by celebrities and women of high society. Her clientele included singers and actresses such as Anderson, Mary Pickford, Rosalind Russell, Gloria Vanderbilt, among others. She was also the first Black member of the Motion Pictures Costume Union. Best known for being the first Black designer to work in film studios, she designed hats for Gone with the Wind and Easter Parade. Art Smith. Born to Jamaican parents in Cuba, Art Smith's family moved to New York City in the 1920s, where they settled in the West Village. He trained at Cooper Union and opened his jewelry shop on Cornelia Street, where his store windows were smashed by neighbors who did not want a Black gay man in the neighborhood. He then moved to 40 West 4th Street, where he began to thrive, and his pieces quickly became a must-have for the artistic elites. He was best known for being the first Black jeweler of celebrities and wealthy elites. His clientele included Eleanor Roosevelt, Duke Ellington, Lena Horne, Harry Belafonte, and James Baldwin. Burroughs is a New York City-based designer who studied at the Fashion Institute of Technology. He began work in New York City's Garment Center while managing his business and getting picked up by small shops throughout the city. His garments, known for their bright colors and lettuce curly edges, became an integral part of the New York City disco scene in the 1970s. In 1968, he was introduced to Henry Bendel, owner Geraldine Stutz, who loved the coat he had on their initial meeting, that she gave Burroughs his own boutique within the store. Burroughs' long-lasting career includes designing numerous collections and brands under his company name with an international clientele, including former First Lady Michelle Obama. He's best known for being the youngest designer to present a collection at the iconic Battle of Versailles fashion show in Paris and the first African-American designer to sell internationally. Jay Jackson, a native of Queens, New York. Jay Jackson, a native of Queens, New York, was a well-known and accomplished fashion designer, couturier, and costume designer. While as a law student at NYU, Jackson found his love for fashion while tailoring a dress for his then-girlfriend and dropped out of school to pursue costume design full-time. With the goal set on working in Paris, Jackson gained training under Yves Saint Laurent and Marc Bohan, I hope I said that correctly, for Christian Dior, and quickly grew up in the ranks, becoming the first American designer to helm a French couture house. He soon returned to New York City, designing for Pierre Cardin and creating design collaborations with other brands under his name. He then moved to California and designed for celebrities Sammy Davis Jr., Luther Vandross, Diane Carroll, and for shows Ally McBeal, and on stage for Alvin Ailey. Best known for being the first American designer to head a French couture house at the age of 24. Ola Hudson was an American-born English fashion designer and costumier. She is also mother to Guns N' Roses guitarist Slash. She was costume designer for legends David Bowie and Diana Ross. While also designer for Hollywood, she also collaborated on collections with major retailers such as Henry Bendel in New York and Neiman Marcus in Beverly Hills. Hudson was also an accomplished dancer and photographer. She was best known for costume designer for several famous musicians, including the Pointer Sisters, Diana Ross, Janet Jackson, David Bowie, alongside being the mother of Slash from Guns. Pretty cool. Willie Smith was a Philadelphia native and graduate of the Philadelphia School of Art and Design and a student at the Parsons School of Design in New York City. Smith quit Parsons to freelance for various designers before launching Willie Smith Design. Not familiar with business at the time, the company shut down within months. However, Smith continued to design and gave entrepreneurship another shot, launching Willie Wear Limited, serving as VP and lead designer in 1976. Known for his sophisticated design taste and accessibility, Willie Wear helped to democratize fashion, and his company quickly grew into a $25 million business that was available in over 500 stores. Patrick Kelly was a celebrated designer who came to fame in France. A Mississippi native who studied at Jackson State University before moving to Atlanta, Kelly supported himself by modifying donated clothing and selling alongside his own designs inside a beauty supply shop. He eventually opened his own shop in Buckhead. He then briefly relocated to New York City, but finding little support or success, moved to Paris. He quickly gained fame for his energetic designs and gained a couture clientele list, including Grace Jones, Princess Diana, Madonna, and Cicely Tyson. In 1987, Kelly signed a manufacturing deal with Warnaco, and his designs became available around the world. That year, his sales amassed $7 million. He was regarded in France with the likes of Yves Saint Laurent and Christian Dior. So these are just a few of so many talented Black designers that have made history in American fashion and even abroad. And so I just wanted to give them their flowers, and I want to say to you, happy Black History Month. To my Black designers, keep going, keep creating, and share what you're making. Thank you for joining me. Peace.